Welcome to You're 18, Now What? Thanks for joining me on this great Tuesday. I will continue to post on the second and fourth Tuesday of the month. I'm Dr. Catherine Gilstein, and I am looking forward to empowering you with information about financial literacy and economic empowerment. Looking back on the last year, as many of you have done in the past few weeks, it has been incredible. For me, this past year has gotten me out of my comfort zone. I went from being more active on social media, where I was only using LinkedIn beforehand and only sporadically, to having interviews with TV shows and interviews on my podcast, opening accounts on Facebook, X, YouTube, and also doing book signings. It has been a whirlwind, but I have loved every minute of it. My podcast has expanded to 14 countries, and I am continually stunned at the impact that my work is having. More women are listening to my podcast, and I am thrilled to support you in your journey. I know not everyone has had a great year, and I am hopeful that 2025 will be better for all of us. I will continue to help you navigate different scenarios as we start the new year. I would like to start this year's podcast with financial setbacks. I'm sure we've all had those throughout the years. What is a financial setback, and how do you bounce back from it? After meeting with a few clients so far this year, I have found similarities in them sharing financial setbacks this past year that they had. Financial setbacks can happen to anyone. So no matter where you are in your career, you can have a financial setback. A financial setback can happen for many reasons. Unexpected expenses related to health concerns or educational expenses, auto emergencies, just to name a few. The key is how to navigate through them. What can you do to get through these tough times and put yourself back on track? Typically, you will rely on your emergency savings and try to cut back on some things during these trying times. I know it's not always easy. The thing to remember is that your financial journey, just like any other journey, is not going to be linear. There might be setbacks in your career, in your health, in your weight loss journey, and also in your savings journey. These are to be expected, but with knowledge and consistency, you will be able to get through it. Once things look to be somewhat stabilizing, is when you can start getting back to the basics on savings and investments. Excuse me. Use your emergency savings. That is why you built it up in the first place, for the unexpected tire that blew out and now you need to buy a new one. Using the emergency savings is so much better than using a credit card, because a credit card can charge you up to 22% or 24%, some even 29% of interest. Ideally, you will have amassed about 3 months of savings in your emergency fund. This emergency fund should be in a liquid account where it can be accessed easily. Even with your money in a high yield savings account, it can be liquid and easily accessible. During these setbacks, it might not be easy, but try to scale back on your spending and look at different options. If you have credit card bills, call the credit card company. See if they have a temporary relief program. Maybe they can lower your interest rate or even change your minimum monthly payments. If they could lower your interest rate, that would be helpful. If they could lower your minimum monthly payments, that would be helpful. Any little bit helps, but if you don't ask, you won't know what the company can do for you. So what do you do to get yourself back on track? It might seem that you worked so hard to build your emergency savings only to have to use most of it or perhaps all of it. This can leave you feeling frustrated and maybe even angry about starting over. Go back to the basics. Revisit the 50-30-20 rule. Look at your monthly income. Look at your monthly expenses. Where can you save some money? Do you have subscription services or streaming services that you can reduce, halt, maybe even cancel? The idea is to get to savings again. Even if that means putting away as little as $10 or $20 a week, or $50 or $100 a month, it is going to be the consistency that will get you to your goals. Remember, eating healthy for one day or one week will not make you healthy. Just like working out for one day or 1 week will not get you in your best shape. But if you consistently do that, then you will get to where you want to be. And that applies to almost everything that you're going to be doing for yourself. It can be overwhelming, but making your future a priority is worth every effort that you put in. Start with small goals. Set a weekly or a monthly goal and stick to that. 3 months from now, you will thank yourself for being consistent and seeing how resilient you are. You can get back to where you were by building up your emergency savings again. You did it before, you can do it again. Once you tackle that, then you can set some more goals for yourself. Maybe tackle any extra debt that you might have taken on during your financial setback. If you're tackling debt, you can use the snowball method or the avalanche method. With the snowball method, what you're going to be doing is paying off the smallest of all your credit cards or loans as quickly as possible. Once that debt is paid, you're going to take the money that you will put into a debt payment and roll it onto the next smallest debt owed. Ideally, this process will continue until all of your accounts are paid off. And this method seems to have immediate satisfaction once that first debt is paid. On the other hand, the avalanche method focuses on paying the loan or credit card with the highest interest rate first. When the higher interest rate debt is paid off, you put that money toward the account with the next highest interest rate, and so on until your debt is paid off. By focusing on the loans that are the most expensive to carry in the long run, you should be paying less over time as the higher interest loans are addressed first. So you can save money with the avalanche method, but if the principal of that card is too much for you to handle, the time it may take to pay off the debt with the highest interest can be discouraging and really make it difficult to stick with the plan. Paying off small debts quickly, that can feel instantly rewarding. There is no right or wrong way, just which is better for you. If you prefer to see progress quickly and work your way up, then the snowball method may be a better fit for your goals. No matter which method that you use, you want to make a list of all of your debts. You want to sort them from either the lowest amount owed to the highest amount owed, if you're using the snowball method, or you're going to sort them from the highest interest amount to the lowest interest amount. Once you do that, then you're going to determine how much extra can you put toward that debt each month, even if it's only $10 more than the minimum asking due. And remember, as you make progress, what you're going to do is you're going to roll that amount over to the next card that you're tackling. Either way, whatever decision, whichever method is best for you, that's what you should stick with. The key is consistency and sticking with it. But don't dwell on the setback and what didn't go right for you. Think about what did. Focus on the positive aspects of what you did and can accomplish again, of what strength you had getting through each obstacle thrown your way. Be proud of that. Be proud of yourself. Give yourself some grace. Remember, that is not one size fits all for savings or spending. Visit my website and set up a time with me to set your New Year intentions and how I can help you achieve your financial goals. My book provides resources and answers to many questions, so no matter where you are in your career, you deserve representation. And I pride myself on working with people that are just starting out in their career and also those that are settled. So whether you're new to saving, mid-career, thinking about retirement, or reach out for your short and long-term financial goals. If you haven't purchased my book yet and you would like a signed copy, you can purchase it directly from my website on your18nowwhat.com, and the book is being offered for $25. That does include shipping as well. If you want, you can also get the book. It is available on Amazon, Barnes & Noble, and other retailer sites. Be open to learning, be open to listening, ask questions. What more do you want to know? What else can I cover for you? Visit my website at your18nowwhat.com and drop me a line. Send a question or a comment. Any questions received will be responded to by either email or addressed on the next podcast. Remember, be invaluable for what you share, not what you know. see you next time on your 18 Now What? Be sure to visit my website where you can always find the latest podcast episode to listen to, follow, share, and subscribe. Thanks for joining me. I appreciate you.